how to autistically remove all of the noise and pretty much be 100% signal. I've got a list of things in my journal that I've removed, and then a list of things that I've also added in that has pretty much changed the game for me when it comes to being focused and when it comes to ignoring all of the noise. And sometimes not even ignoring it, just straight up deleting it. Because what I find is I'm most focused when there isn't any noise. I'm not most focused when I'm most focused. If I could focus just by focusing and I could ignore the noise, then I'm sure I'd be in a much better position than I am today. But for me personally, and maybe for you, I need to delete everything else so that there is only the thing I'm focusing on. Then I can focus. I'm easily distracted, easily changeable, easily irritated, easily flowing in from different states to different states, could easily go off track. And I quite oftentimes find myself veering off of the path. So I've created a system and a list to where if you do what I'm about to say, I think your potential is limitless. Anything you want to attack, you will conquer. Any goal or objective that you put in this system, it will be completed because there is nothing else to do other than complete the thing. Now, the mindset you need to have when following such a system, which I'm going to display in a moment, is kind of autistic, which is why I put that in the title. It's kind of irrational of what you would by default think rational means. But opening into this, I need to ask you a question which will determine whether I recommend you to watch the rest of this video or not. And that question is, what do you actually want? Do you want to be happy? Do you want freedom? Do you want to be liked? Do you want all of the above? Do you want money? Do you want to build something? What do you want? Because if you want to be happy, what do you think is going to get you there? And then that is the thing that you need to want. Because if you want to be happy, this is pointless. Don't watch the video. Because a lot of these things are going to take away happiness. But they will give you long-term gratification, which I think you will come to realize is true happiness. Looking back at what you've done in the past, looking back at what you've built, looking back at the streak you've had, the goals that you've completed, the person who you've become, and being proud of that, I believe is my type of happiness. There's obviously other types of happiness that you can go down and that I am receptive to as well. But it's what is that most pure happiness that doesn't come with a cost? Or maybe the cost comes before and you pay for it with hard work and effort. Okay, so you need to ask what you want. What do I want? I want to build something cool. I want to be rich enough to where I can do whatever the fuck I want without even thinking about it. I want to retire my parents. I want the car. I want the life. I want to be known. I want to build something that everybody is in on. I want to have a really amazing community that grows even more than it is right now. 3,500 members. That's fuck cool. I want 35k members. These are the things that I want. Now, in order to get that as fast as possible, what do I need to do? And what have I found that when I do these things, they allow me to just complete the goals that I'm trying to complete instead of doing everything else. So first of all, what is everything else? So we've got our goal. Hopefully you've not said you want happiness, because I think that's just retarded. Because what you're going to get, you're going to get short-term happiness in exchange for health decreases if that's certain vices that are bad for your health. Attention decreases if it's scrolling. You're fucking up your mental. You're just meeting your mates all the time. You're just speaking unproductive hours. These things that might make you happy in the short term just bring no value. So find something that's going to bring value and make you happy in the process. But anyway, find your objective. What do we need to get there? Now, these are things that you might not take any notice to, and you might do them and you might think they're not affecting your life, but I can tell you that they are. Let's start with the remove list. Now, if you remove all of these things and then you add in all of the things I'm about to say, you're going to be unstoppable, because I've been unstoppable by doing this. Big one. Okay? Music. Music and the right and wrong types of music do exist. Music, it's a rhythm, it's a rhyme, it's catchy, it's a loop going on in the back of your head all day, all night, of these words, these keywords, these low vibrations, these stories, these behaviors that are sung and said. They're echoing in your brain and they're influencing your behavior more than you could possibly imagine. And they are blunting your imagination, they are blunting your dopamine, they are blunting your efforts, and they are blunting your inspiration overall. It's hard to be inspired by your own thoughts. It's hard to be motivated by your own existence if you're constantly just listening to other people's stories via music, listen to other people's behaviors via music, listen to the propaganda via music. The music, I would replace whatever you're listening to with just some nice classical music. You'll find you'll become much calmer, much more stoic, much more neutral, way more articulate, way more present when you listen to classical music. I'll link my classical music playlist in the first line of the description below to help you out and to give you some ideas on what I think you should be listening to in order to delete the noise. Once again, we're not chasing being normal here. Nope, we're not chasing being normal. If we were normal, then we'd be listening to music, we'd be going out, we'd be basically going against everything I'm about to say. But normal people get normal results, and we don't want to be normal. We want to be exceptional. So we need to do exceptional things. Number one, remove music. I enjoy music as well. I listen to so many different music types. I love it. I've listened to it my whole life. But recently when I've deleted it, game changer. The next one, short form needs to go. Short form needs to go. Yes, there might be some value in 5% of the short form, Reels, TikTok, YouTube Shorts that you watch, even X. But the majority of short form is just cancer. It's melting your brain, ruining your attention, and especially in the morning, it kills your whole day. This deletion of short form needs to happen. Switch to long form only, then switch to only informational, then switch to podcasts and educational. Start small with no short form. Only watch long form, because I know you're still going to be craving that dopamine. You're still going to be craving that entertainment. You're still going to want to fill those gaps in your day where they're quiet. Then switch over to pure podcast. Just listen to people have a normal conversation, bro, instead of just these high production engineered videos that are there to get you, because it's melting your attention. Why do you think you can't focus on anything that you do? It's because of this, man. Short form's ruined this generation. So no music, no short form. You'll find an accumulation of shit all over your room, over your desk, in your shelves, on your floor. How can you have a clean mind if you don't have a clean space and a clean environment? Declutter your room. It's not even about the mess. It's about the respect that you need to have for your space. If you don't respect your space, you're not going to respect yourself. And how you do anything is how you do everything. It will just cascade down. And then they'll start being, you'll start being a bit more looser with your rules. And then, I'm going to start being a bit more looser with this area of my life, because you have a messy room. And it can start there. Sounds stupid, but it's not at all. Tidy your room every single morning. Nice clean reset, nice clean space. Start that day off with some respect for yourself. Don't need to go into that one too much. Pretty easy. Now, this one is kind of peak, and you're probably not gonna want to hear it, but you need to delete all the nerds from your life. Who's not grinding? Delete them. Sounds peak. I did it. I didn't say to them, fuck you. I just stopped speaking to them. It doesn't need to be this extravaganza that you send a paragraph into your group chat. Guys, I'm going on my lone wolf journey because you guys aren't grinding hard enough. No, you just slowly don't speak to them. It's not that deep. They are noise. If they are not in the niche that you want to grow in, or if they're not providing value to you, or if they're not positive, if they're not uplifting, if they're not real, if they're not in the game that you're in, at least in some aspect, then why are they there? Once again, we're not chasing normality here. It sounds cruel, but it's fucking real, bro. You know those guys that are constantly complaining at you for nothing? Their lives are so easy, but they just always have something to say. They need to be gone, bro. They're nerds. They need to be gone. I've tried my best trying to convert people into the game I'm in. And if they don't want to do it, they don't want to do it. And that's their prerogative, and that's fine. If they want to be normal, let them be normal. But if you want to be exceptional, you need to surround yourself with exceptional people. And at the start, probably isn't going to be many. Because in order to attract exceptional people, you need to at least be exceptional yourself, okay? Because then you're somebody worth hanging around with for other exceptional people. You're going to need to do this on your own for a bit, okay? It's going to be lonely. Once again, we're not chasing happiness here. I've done it. It needs to be done. It's necessary, okay? Now, the next two are kind of in sync. No fapping and no sounds gruesome, but I know you will do it. I know it's an epidemic in Western society. It's ridiculous. You're giving away your godly life essence to some online thing that's not even real. I'm not going to go too deep into this because I don't want this video to be about this, but it's actually disgusting, number one. Number two, thing that makes you special as a man, you're wasting on nothing. Have you ever gone on a nofap streak, bro? If you've gone on a nofap streak and you've not won any of that and you're dialed, you'll notice that your confidence will be through the roof. Your energy will be insane. Your focus will be insane. Your dopamine will be insane. But you've never gone more than 3 days without doing it. So you feel like a loser all the time. You're trying to fix other areas of your life because you think they're going to make you feel like less of a loser. And you think that because you can't hold eye contact with anyone, it's because of your confidence. And that's because of something else. No, it's because of this. Go on a streak. Resist the impulses. Resist the urges. And they will eventually go away. Moving on, because I don't want to go too much on that. Alcohol and other such vices, like the green. I just don't think there's any room for it. I don't think there's any room for it. And if you're going to do it because it's a planned event, then you need to prepare for it. And you need to make sure that you surround it. You need to make sure that you've built up your tasks in previous days, in previous weeks to make up for that one day of destruction, because it is destruction. I'm not saying you can't have fun, bro. But what I am saying is, if you want to be this autistic, pure signal, no noise, absolute destroyer of the game and builder of empires that you want to build, then there's just no room for going out all the time, bro. And I'm not saying you can't do it, but you need to prepare when you do it. You can't just go out on a whim and then you destroy the next day. No, you need to, let's say if you're trading, for instance, you need to make sure that if you're going out on a Saturday, well, Monday to Friday's trades have been journaled, I've backtested double the amount on Thursday and Friday to make up for the lack of Saturday. I've made sure all of my accounts in check, all of my data's in check. I've made sure I've gone to the gym, been disciplined. I've ate really good this week. I'm going to prepare because I know I'm drinking. I know it's going to dehydrate me. So I've got electrolytes the next day, electrolytes before I go out. I'm going to get good sleep the night before. It's going to fuck my sleep the day of drinking. So I'm going to make sure, I'm going to go to the sauna after to make sure that it cleanses me. You need to at least do the best to counteract what you're doing if you're going to have to do these things of going out and stuff because of certain special events, or I know no one's perfect. So if you do find yourself doing that, I don't think you should be doing it. Small talk. Now, if you've deleted the nerds, you shouldn't really be small talking anyway. But small talk is just clutter, bro. It's cash that you need to delete. Like in the morning when you've got no inputs and you're feeling the most in flow and you've got the most raw thoughts, small talk absolutely nukes your flow. You're just letting other people add words into your brain that are then going to circulate and cause blockages of the flow of your imagination and your motivation and your spirit and your energy, just because people are like just saying the most pointless, like, what even is small talk? Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'm all right. How are you? Yeah, I'm all right. Cheers, bro. You just literally just nerfed me. Thanks, mate. Do you know what I'm saying? Delete small talk, bro. In the TTC house, I banned small talk. The last one on this remove list that honestly, like, I think it's a big one before we get onto the ad list. A lot of you are not going to like this, but gaming. I used to be a gamer, bro. More than you watching this video. I know it. I used to grind Rainbow Six Siege 14 hours a day. Then I played Fortnite 14 hours a day. Then I was playing Ark 14 hours a day, or all of the three at once, trying to go pro in Rainbow, trying to get payouts from Fortnite because I was in Division 1 and then I was doing the tourneys. Bro, I used to have the full gaming setup. I used to have, you know what I'm saying, bro? I have 10k plus hours easy on PC, like more than that, bro. 4k hours on Siege. I think I've got like 4 to 6k hours on Siege, 4 to 6k hours on Fortnite, and probably about 3 to 6k hours on Ark. And then that's not even including the Xbox part of my life when in childhood. I've been gaming my entire life and it's just wasted time. Like, are you gaining anything? You're just nuking your dopamine once again and you're just getting so stimulated and you're doing no work and you're just literally just degrading your existence by, like, you can't create memories on a fucking Xbox, bro. You might laugh with your mates, but what are you actually doing, bro? You're not producing anything. You're not contributing to the world at all. You just sat there docile in front of a screen. And I used to be the worst for it, so I can speak from a place of relatability in that regard, because all of my life and dreams was getting up into a higher rank on Siege, trying to get champion, trying to get Division 1, trying to get this, trying to get that, trying to get to a higher level, trying to get wins. What is the actual point? You're not doing anything with it, bro, so there was no point. Just delete the gaming, bro. It's a waste of time, man. Now transitioning into the ad list, okay? Now the ad list is going to be just adding stuff in to replace these things. So number one, black and white phone. I think a black and white phone is a brilliant addition to my day. It doesn't stimulate me as much. I only turn it on when I need to post videos. Like, I turn back on the colour. Doesn't like fuck my brain. It makes me want to go on my phone less, so it's easier to be disciplined. And I think a black and white phone is just a great addition to this, like, deletion of noise to have more signal, to be honest. So black and white phone, I would really recommend you doing that. You can go into the settings. I'm sure Harv will edit on a screen recording, thanks mate, of how to navigate to where you need to do to turn that on. Journal, a daily journal, transitioning into a task list, transitioning into a 15-minute planner is what I think you should do every morning. So journal, like, what you're saying, what's some ideas this morning, what you think you're going to do today that would make you feel dank, what your tasks are for the day. Gym, meditate, eat good, journal, read, backtest maybe, journal your trades maybe. Stuff that you want to do today. It's going to make you proud of you and it's going to progress your life. And then a 15-minute planner. So from when you wake up to pretty much when you plan on going to sleep, go on Google Sheets, 15-minute intervals all across your day. And don't plan it, but as you finish a task, write on which 15-minute interval you did it. So for instance, 8:30 to 9. So the 8:30 and the 8:45 and the 9, I've then been editing or something. Then, I called Cole for 15 minutes, boom. Then I procrastinated for 15 minutes, I can say procrastinated. And you'll realise that you do fuck all, mate. You do fuck all, mate. That's what you'll realise. I want you to do that all day and you'll realise, oh shit, I have 8 hours of the day that I've been doing fuck all. Maybe I could be fucking doing something with that, mate. So task list as well. Before you do that, obviously, with your journal, like I said, write out those ideal tasks in order that you want to do today and just smash them out. No breaks in between, no noise, just pure bounce, task, boom, next one, next one, next one, next one, next one. No going on your phone because it's going to be in black and white and you're not allowed to consume shorts. No listening to music because you ban music unless you want to put classical on and you want to sit there. And this will all be easier with some focus supplements. Get yourself like some L-tyrosine, or get yourself some caffeine pills, or get yourself some maybe new tonics, or look into some focus supplements that you could take that aren't fucking PEDs, bro. You don't want to be taking modafinil or Adderall or any like amphetamines. No, bro, that's just not sustainable. You want to be taking like amino acids and natural roots and stuff of that nature where it's a sustainable process instead of like taking shit that's just stims that are going to fuck you up long term. Focus supplements are going to help you out with that. Meditation. I talked about this in other videos, but I want to get you guys into meditation. If you don't want to do it in a spiritual way, at least want to do it in a focused, streamlined way and productivity way, just literally do some 10-minute guided meditation on YouTube to get you started. Then you won't need the guide anymore. But just sit in a cross-legged position, touch these 2 fingertips, boom, invert your hands, close your eyes and just breathe and focus on breathing. And anytime a thought comes in your head, delete it, go back to focusing on breathing. Close your eyes and look here where my pen is. Look there and just focus on breathing. Nasal breathe, don't breathe through your mouth, you nerd. Ban mouth breathing, Jesus Christ. And every time those thoughts spiral, come back to center. They're gonna spiral, but just keep coming back to center and put a 20-minute timer on and don't move until that 20-minute timer is done. And after that, you'll be clear, you'll be ready to go for the day. Okay, so we want to add in meditation. Now, this last one I've taken from a guy called Milan on Instagram, and it's called microdosing boredom. So throughout your day, bro, fuck all of the bullshit, all the technology, all the noise, and just look around for like 15, 20 minutes. Look around and just think. Because when the fuck do you do that? The best thoughts come from when you're bored. The most pure, raw, imaginative states and flow come from when there is nothing happening but you looking through your own eyes. Most of the time, you're in this part of your head that's in like the back. Most of the time, you're looking through your eyes like this, in the back, in the little screen above your head. You're here, bro. You need to be down here through right there. You need to be here looking around. What are you looking at? What are you thinking about? 15, 20 minutes a day. Just do that, bro. Look around. Microdose boredom. And I guarantee you, bro, it'll reset your attention back to center. It'll ground you back to what you're doing. It'll get you back into flow. And they'll be like, what am I doing? Why am I procrastinating like a fat pussy? Now, this last one I want to add in is pretty much blood flow, and I'll give you a little tip on how I do it. You're going to want to... UK, I've noticed, is much colder, so it's harder to be in that flow all day because you're just cold and like contracted. Do 100 push-ups a day. I know it's like the push-ups thing, but do 100 push-ups a day, like just 10, 20 every hour, just to get blood flow, bro, just to get your heart rate back up, just to get the blood flowing, because especially in the UK, it's just easy to be sat there like tucking away all beta. Get a bit of blood flow, get a bit of fucking energy back in, and get back to the work. And I think if you remove what I've said to remove, and if you add what I've said to add, I think that deletes most of the noise in your life, and I think you could be pretty much pure signal. You might have to be a bit autistic with some people that you speak to. You might have to walk away from some conversations and walk away from some relationships. You might have to resist your impulses to fap, to watch corn, to talk to your nerds, to have a cluttered room, to watch short form, to watch music, to game, to drink, to smoke. And it might be tough to journal, to have a black and white phone without turning it back off. It might be tough to write your task list up in the morning and actually complete it. It might be really difficult for you to meditate because you've never done it before and you find it weird and you can't sit still. But do you want that goal that we spoke about at the start of this video? Do you want it or not, bro? Because if you don't, we can close this, we can pack it up, and we can realise that maybe you were meant to be normal then. Maybe you weren't destined for greatness, and all of those visualizations that you've been dreaming of, and all of the cars and the watches and the people saying how good you are and the validation, maybe that's all a dream, bro. Maybe you're never going to achieve it. Maybe you're going to be just like everybody else. I've come back to my hometown after not being there for 6 months, and I've come back and everyone's doing exactly the same fucking thing that they've always been fucking doing, mate. Now, your competition, bro, are literally people with 2 left hands who are just at the job centre all day, bro. Your competition is like just pure unemployed people that are just doing nothing, bro. You have no competition. There is literally no one doing anything, bro. Everyone is just so shit. I've come back, yeah, and I don't know everyone in my year. Like I do in my year in my school, but I don't know what they're doing. I don't have a clue, and they probably don't know what I'm doing. Yeah? I don't know them, they probably don't know me, or they don't remember me, or if they do, they don't really look at what I'm doing, and neither do I. And I know I don't know everyone's situation, but from the people that I do know, no one is doing anything. Nobody is doing anything. They're all shit, bro. No one's trying, man. They're just living in the short term, weekend to weekend. Still at their shit part-time job, probably going uni, doing fuck all, having no money. Or if they're not going uni, they're working full-time at a shit fucking place, trying to climb the ladder. Oh, that's good. There's good potential here. I could maybe earn an extra $3,000 if I work here for another 3 years and I kiss my manager's ass. What life is that, bro? Now, there could be people in my year in Stafford that are printing more than me. And I don't imagine that there isn't. There probably is, but I don't fucking know who they are. And if I do know, then I'd be gassed, mate. Fucking hell. Finally, someone doing something. But no one is doing anything, bro. I see people that are in my year or year above or year below working at Tesco looking depressed, walking around. They look like they want to fucking end it, bro. I'll see them walking on the street, literally looking like everyone's just looking so sad and miserable. No one's moved. Or all the girls have just gotten fake lips and fucking fake tits and kids and like they're just doing nothing, bro. They're just chasing this like probably this physical validation, fucking ripping up Ibiza, going to all the fucking Ibiza, mate. I'm fucking going on holiday this year, fucking Ibiza. Not my cup of tea anyway. But they might not want to be exceptional, bro. Fair play. Thanks, bro. You've just taken a person out of the competition list. Like I said at the start of this video, do you want to be exceptional or not? If you don't, then it's not for you. Continue fapping, mate, in the fetal position, in your mum's bedroom, fucking gooner. Anyway, that's it for today, mate. If you do all that, I think you're going to fucking win, right? And I'm hoping you're going to win with me, and I'd love you to win with me, all right? Now, if you're watching this, I am a day trader, if you don't know. I do have a day trading group and a community that we all learn and grow. Trade mechanically, if you don't know what that is. I'm sure you can find out through my other videos. If you want to live trade with me and learn how to day trade, because that's how I've been able to do what I want to do in my life and be free and all the rest of it and live in Thailand for the last year and a half. Second link in the description. The first link is going to be that classical music playlist. I'd love to see you in there and I'd love to see you grow with us. We've got an amazing community of solid, positive guys in there that have the same exact mindset as me. We're all growing together. We're all positive. We're all uplifting. We all cut all the noise out and we're all pure signal. Okay? So if you want to get involved, you know where to go. Comment if you're from the TTC. The group's called the Trading Club if you don't know. Comment below if you're from there. Peace, love and unity. I'll see you boys in the next one.